I went to the exercise room today and made a senpai. That's right. I went down there and I heard, like, before I entered the room, I heard some music and I was like, oh man, I hope it's not like that friggin' long-necked jerk with the friggin' snapback gambling hat who keeps hogging the weight thing all the time. He sits there, he'll do a set, and then he'll sit on the bench in front of it for like 5 minutes, and just as soon as I'm about to be like, okay, dude, can I take it? He immediately, as if reading my mind, gets back up and starts doing another thing, and then plinks around on his phone for a while again. Making it to where I just end up spending more time on the treadmill, less time doing weight training and working on my upper body. So then here in 6 months, we're gonna end up with, I'm gonna be leg man, and he's gonna be arms man, and we're gonna have some kind of superhero rivalry. In fact, I'm gonna draw a comic about that, I think. But no, today there was a new guy. He exuded the 90s. He got this red bandana wrapped around his head with the paisley design pattern. He had music on that was era appropriate. But he was nice. I got done with my treadmill stuff and he was like, hey, you want on this? And so I was like, sure. So I walk over there and he's still on it. I'm like, wait a second. So he moves aside, and we end up taking like one side of the machine basically, and it felt kind of awkward. It felt kind of like the feeling I imagine you feel when you go to a sauna and you go in with your little towel, right? And there's just one person there, and you sit there awkwardly, like no one said, you don't say anything. No exchanges are made, but you feel like you're brothers now, you know? Like you've done something that you probably won't do with many people in your lifetime. So it encouraged me. It made me fired up. It made me go further, and now my arms are like noodles. I can't even here. I'm giving this arm a rest over here. I can't even do this right now. It's gonna sit over here, okay? So I got some more steps on the Digivice. I plan on putting in a little more of a walk today and wearing this around a bit. It's a busy Sunday, unfortunately, so I do have to make this brief. I've got this to do, I got my video editing job to do, and then I also got to finish a comic that was supposed to go up yesterday, but then it didn't, so I gotta do all that. Soon though, two tomorrow, and then the next day we'll probably be able to get the things going. Family, I almost said family chi. I'm sorry, is that awkward?
No, of course you're special to me, come on, don't be like that, here. Just let me clean up your poop. Come on, you can talk about personal or impersonal, you can talk about favorites, but when a man leans over and cleans up your stool, that's you don't need to be questioning that. Their stat points, I've actually got them the kindness back up. So it's 41. Unfortunately, it's gotten to this point now where I'm afraid to send them to school, because that's the one that bumps up the fashion right now. Because I want a kindness Tamagotchi. I think they should be changing either today or tomorrow. Who could tell? I don't know. Let's go ahead and play flags. I'll try to show you what it's like. My voice is going to sound like it's coming from the wrong direction, though, because I got to get in a weird position to actually see what the hell's happening. All right, here we go. Get ready to flags. Flags. It's like the tea time game. Flags! Except trickier. Flags. Okay, that was it's not always both. That was actually rare. Okay, what are you doing? Oh, there you go. You're starting to freak me out, man. There are 8 rounds in this. And eventually it starts getting tricky. But for some reason this time it's gonna be oh, that's a trick one. If they're small arrows and they make a little peep, then don't do it. Round 4. I'm waiting for the trick bits. What? What Tamagotchi King have I pleased? Speaking of Tamagotchi King, the guy came by and gave me 1,500 points. Gotchi. It was very generous. I also got... Oh god, that didn't count, thank goodness. I also got straight up robbed. Some guy came by and took 150 of my gotchi, and my Tamagotchi was so sad, and I had to reach... Yeah, see, that's a trick one. Don't fall for that one. Always go by color. Left is black and white is right. You know what I mean, though. Last round. No distractions. No! I pressed them at the same time, but if you have any fingernail... How do girls play with this? Because I see other Tamagotchi channels where they got nice, long, pretty nails with cool designs. By the way, I want to do that with my nails. I just don't know how to do it. But how do you do this? Because I press it and the thumbnail gets in the way, and that's my excuse for the day, okay? Either way, that counted as a full heart, right? Yeah? Yes. And their kindness continues to rise. 45. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a Kuchipachi though, because I noticed that the Tamagotchis, the only way you can get Memechi, Mamechi, or Kuchipachi is if you get a certain teen. This is a teen that evolves into a neutral. I don't know if it's possible to get any of those 3 aforementioned Tamagotchis on the first generation is the thing. So we're gonna get what's it? There were 2 Tamagotchis that were there was an old Tamagotchi where it was a male and a female. They were called Osuchi and Meschi or something like that. And they didn't come to the US. The entire point was that they were just 2 Tamagotchis and the goal was just to breed them. And those characters are in here. They're there's those 2 and then a couple others that you can get from a non-discriminate teen Tamagotchi. So I'm not sure, if these points are even making a difference in the first gen.
We'll find out, of course, though. But thanks for coming by. I got a comic to draw. Please look for it at kakujomics.com. It's a comic about video games. And living inside of video. Well, it's not about video. It's not a gag-a-day comic, okay? It's actually like a story-based like thing. It's a whole thing. Okay? Maybe check it out. Have a good one.